This preview of the Max Level podcast is brought to you by Technisport Gaming Chairs. Use offer code LDG to save 10% whenever you make a purchase on a brand new gaming chair, desk, or accessories at TechnisportUSA.com. To hear the show in its entirety every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern, please subscribe on iTunes or your favorite podcast app of choice. Be sure to click that subscribe button, hit the like, turn notifications on, and drop a comment down below. Our other tease and leak this week, several outlets are reporting that a Nintendo Direct is potentially happening this Thursday, January 10th, 2019. And obviously we'll focus on spring and maybe a couple summer 2019 titles for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. Most years going back since they've been doing Nintendo Directs, there's been a big Nintendo Direct every January, usually on the second Thursday of the month. So that's why several outlets are reporting a potential Nintendo Direct happening this Thursday. And so there's even a couple insiders that say they've heard this is confirmed and it'll be announced on either Tuesday the 8th, so tomorrow, or Wednesday the 9th, with Nintendo saying tune in this Thursday for a look at spring 2019 titles. Right now, Frank and I usually do this together and we usually make it as a main discussion, but because he's not here, I'm going to stick it here in the teases and leaks. I want to go ahead and give you my predictions for the January 2019 Nintendo Direct. Now, I came up with 7 things I think we can reasonably expect from this Nintendo Direct, focusing on spring 2019 and maybe some summer 2019 games. Before we get to this, I do want to say that there is a strong rumor that there's a Nintendo Switch hardware revision coming in 2019. I do not think this is announced during the January Nintendo Direct. I think this is saved for E3. I do think we will be getting a new Switch version sometime in 2019, a Switch 2.0 or a Switch, whatever they want to call it. You know, like how we have the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. I think Nintendo will follow suit. Maybe a slight enhancement with the RAM or storage capacity. I don't know, but I do think we will see some type of new Nintendo Switch hardware version coming later this year. Pokemon Generation 8, that core RPG that we know is coming in 2019, that will not be done during the Nintendo Direct as well. As always, the Pokemon Company saves and does their own Nintendo Direct the week or two before E3. So we will find out what Generation 8 Pokemon is right before E3 starts, as we always do. They'll have a blowout of information on it. We'll find out the release date, the title, and get a look at some of the new Pokemon that's not coming during this Nintendo Direct in January. I also think that both Animal Crossing and Metroid Prime 4 are being saved for the Nintendo Direct at E3, as are a few other fall and basic 2020 titles. We won't see anything for fall or winter 2019. We may get a tease of a couple games coming out in 2020, but I do think Animal Crossing, because it is a fall title, as far as we know, will be saved for E3, and Metroid Prime 4 being either fall or sometime spring 2020 will also be for E3. So here's 7 things I think we can reasonably expect from the January 2019 Nintendo Direct. And I put these in order of how I see them actually being announced during the Nintendo Direct. As we know, Nintendo likes to start with a big announcement for Nintendo Switch. So I think our big announcement to kick off the January Direct will be Super Mario Maker 2.0 getting announced. It'll be briefly shown. We might get a tease of like some new stuff you can do with it. And they're simply going to save more information expected at E3. They're not going to give us a release window. I'm not sure if this game will come out this year. I think so here's what I'm thinking. Either Super Mario Maker 2.0 is going to release in December, or Metroid Prime 4 is going to release in December. If Metroid Prime 4 is far enough along in development and Nintendo reasonably expects they can get it out in December, I think it would be smarter to put that game out this year and push Mario to maybe spring 2020 or early like January or February 2020. But if Metroid Prime 4 is not ready to go by December 2019, I think Super Mario Maker 2.0 will release in December 2019. Either way, one of those 2 games comes out in December. November will be Pokemon. October will be Luigi's Mansion 3. September will be Animal Crossing, so on and so forth. But yes, I think our big announcement at the start will be Super Mario Maker 2.0. From there, we're going to get some release dates being confirmed through June 2019. First of all, we're going to find out that Piranha Plant DLC is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at the end of January. We will then find out that through a new trailer, we'll see something on Yoshi's Crafted World, and we'll find out that is coming in February. We're then going to get a look at Dragon Quest Builders 2, which we know Nintendo is localizing for Square Enix, coming to Nintendo Switch. We're going to find out that's coming out in March 2019. We're then going to see Daemon X Machina, a new trailer for that, and that'll be coming out in April 2019. So that's going to be like a little release date, segment, new trailers for all that stuff. no more than 5 or 6 minutes total for all 4 of those games, though. From there, we're going to get a blowout of information on Fire Emblem Three Houses, and we're going to get the release date, which will be sometime in May of 2019. So that'll be the May release for Nintendo Switch. Fire Emblem Three Houses, I'm super excited for that. Can't wait to see what it ends up being. Excited to finally play a Fire Emblem game on the big screen again for the first time in a long time. I think the last one I played on the big screen was the GameCube version, so I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, since they have been saying spring, we should see this probably May 2019. That would make sense for that. From there, we're going to get some DLC announcements for Super Mario Party. I think that because there has been a lot of complaints that there's only 4 boards in the game, much like Nintendo did with Mario Tennis Aces throughout the last year, adding new characters and stuff, I think that they're going to add a few new boards throughout 2019 to Super Mario Party, maybe 1 a quarter or something like that. Or I don't think we're going to get 1 a month like we got 1 new character a month for Mario Tennis Aces, but I think we can reasonably expect maybe 1 new board every 2 or 3 months. I think that'd be cool for the next 12 months. Speaking of Mario Tennis, though, because of how successful that game was in 2018, and I think Nintendo knew it would be successful, so I think they've already been working on this, I think we're going to get an official announcement for Mario Golf, announced for Nintendo Switch. I think this, much like Mario Tennis Aces was a June release last year, I think Mario Golf will be a June release this year. I think that's going to be their June game. It'll come out right after E3, so we'll still see this at E3, but we're going to find out now. They may even say coming spring 2019. Like, I don't know if they're actually going to say June for this game, but I'm reasonably expecting Mario Golf to release in June of 2019. From there, they're going to move on to the Wii U to Switch ports for 2019. We usually get a couple every year. We're actually getting Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe this Friday, but I think we're going to get 2 more in 2019. I think they're going to officially confirm that Tokyo Mirage Sessions is coming to the Nintendo Switch, as is Pikmin 3. And I think the reason that they're going to put both of these games in here is I think Atlas is working on a Tokyo Mirage Sessions 2. I would be very, very shocked if they weren't. So I think that before they release Tokyo Mirage Sessions 2 on the Nintendo Switch in the next several years, I think they were going to want to put the original one on the Switch as well. And we do know that Pikmin 4 is, according to Shigeru Miyamoto, pretty much already done and ready, just sitting there waiting to come out. So before that comes out, why not put Pikmin 3 on the Nintendo Switch as well? So I think those will be your 2 games for the rest of the year that also released on the Wii U. And then to close off the Nintendo Direct, there will be other things in there, I'm sure, but my last prediction and my last thing that I think we can reasonably expect will be another new game announcement. They always like to usually close with something big as well. I don't think we're going to get any Smash Brothers DLC announcements just because, you know, we have Piranha Plant coming out later this month, and then we have Joker coming out in the spring. So whether that's next month or March or April, I have no idea. But I don't think they announce a new character until Joker is releasing or getting ready to release. And I don't think we're going to hear about Persona 5 on the Switch. Now, I think it'd be fantastic and a great place to announce this would be the January Nintendo Direct. But I'm going by the belief that Persona 5 will be announced for the Nintendo Switch when Joker is officially released for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because we know that Persona 5 R is not coming out till, I think, fall 2019 is what they said, so, or somewhere around there. But I think our last announcement for this January Nintendo Direct will be Bravely Third, which was being handled by the Bravely team, which is also the same team at the Octopath Traveler. The third entry in the Bravely series, so we had Bravely Default and Bravely Second, so I think Bravely Third is in development. We've already seen it teased. I think it was teased 2 years ago at the as in like a Christmas greeting that they're working on it. So they've been clearly working on it for a little while alongside Octopath Traveler. Once Octopath released and went gold, they would put all hands on deck for Bravely Third. So I think we could reasonably expect this year, actually. I think if we do see Bravely Third announced through a trailer, that it'll have a summer 2019 release window attached to it. So those are 7 things I think we can reasonably expect from this Nintendo Direct, hopefully coming up on January 10th, this Thursday. But if not, keep it locked here to Level Down Games and the Max Level Podcast. And obviously, we will have a full reaction video to this Nintendo Direct if and when it does happen. So yes, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Level Down Games. We would greatly appreciate it. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a frickin' blast. Thanks for checking out a preview of the Max Level Podcast. If you enjoyed what you just heard, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn notifications on, leave a like, and drop a comment down below. To hear the show in its entirety at 5 a.m. every Monday morning, be sure to subscribe on iTunes or your favorite podcast app of choice. We'll see you next time.